We have her here on the couch with us, Obe Etok Chima.
She's a veteran actor whose role as Sandra in Walode Adenuga's television series No Pain, No Gain shot her to the limelight. And of course, she
She's been
starred in
many.
so many movies.
I love talking
and
to veterans.
series.
It's great to have you. You are welcome.
Thank
Do you
you.
consider yourself a veteran?
Sorry?
Do you consider yourself a
Of
veteran?
course.
Wonderful. Now, because some people can be so, no, I want to be modest about it. The more people I've spoken to,
Of course. First and foremost, I studied theatre arts. Imos University. Graduated 1999. My first film was Camouflage, 1998.
Wow.
That's 24 years now. So I'm a veteran.
Definitely. So you're in a very good position to look to juxtapose, to look at the evolution of
That's
Hollywood has
happened in
really
Nollywood
come a
industry.
long
Of course,
way,
yes.
and there has been that old Nollywood, new Nollywood, discussion that has been going on for quite a long time. But so far, being there from then up to now, talk to us. How has the industry evolved? In your own words, how have you seen the evolution of Nollywood as an industry?
What I would say is, when we started, it wasn't like this. Now, like you said, new Nollywood is better off. The days of VHS and all that, CD, marketers and all that. But a whole lot of people are doing their own thing themselves, selling their movies themselves, going on the internet, YouTube and all that. All these things happening now wasn't there then. So there's a big difference. Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about your experience. I mean, you've done this for 24 years, but there was you seemed like you went on a hiatus recently.
Of course, yes.
You've been on a break
Yeah.
from the movie industry. Is there a reason why you'd like to tell us?
Actually, when I looked at myself, I wasn't growing any younger. And I told myself, if I continue being in this industry, definitely there's a way the industry swallows you that you don't remember or know or say, okay, there's something very important I should do. But I started talk to myself. When I saw my mates outside the industry getting married, having children, having kids, my sisters, I'm like, what is going on? Is it not high time you tell yourself the truth? And I said, okay, fine. Acting, you can always act any time. But children, when the time passes you, it's not going to be easy. So I now told myself I need to have a family. And now I have a family.
Wonderful, I like that.
And that's why I decided to come back. And also because some people have family, have children, and they still shoot and act. But I don't have a house help. I decided to train mine myself, So because of the fear of the unknown, of what is really happening in the country right now, insecurity and all that. So I decided to train my own children myself, and I am happy I did that because I understand them. I understand what they need when they are going astray, when they are wrong. I understand them because I do their homework with them. I wake up early, take them to school, make their food, do everything. So,
You're a hands-on mom.
of course, because I'm also teaching my child, my daughters, they are doing it with me.
I like this.
Fantastic.
I like this.
Great. And there's usually that fear of, when you take a break from an industry, whether it's moving on and then
Exactly.
coming
When
back.
you come back.
How did you experience? Tell us what you went through when you came back into the industry.
Yeah, I was really afraid. I was like, the people you're meeting now is not the same people you started with. And my directors I am meeting now is not the same directors. Most of the directors are no more directing. Most of the producers are no more producing. The EPs, most of them have stayed back. I'm like, how do I start? Who do I meet? I started sending messages to people. I started calling people to connect me. And I'm like, God. And first and foremost, I asked God. I told God, this is what I want to do. And like I said before, I studied theatre arts. It's not by, as in
It's not by what you studied in school.
It's not about what I studied. Actually, what I want to point out here is that I didn't put theatre arts in Imo State University. I did not even put Imo State University as a course, as a university, and as a course. I put in Federal University of Uyo, first and second choice, communication arts. So I was in Uyo for a whole year, trying to get admission, you know. But when I came back, after a month, I saw an admission letter in my house. Imo State University, Theatre Arts. So I believe it's God's will for me because I actually came back to JAMB office and they rejected it and said, go and study. There's a reason for it. I don't know. But I believe it's God's will for me. So when I started back, I started making connections and all that. So I started telling people I'm back, started calling those that I still remember that are still there. I'm back, connect me to 1 or 2 jobs and all that. But the first I did was Jenifa, and I also did the Johnsons. That was the last I did with Adame before she died.
Passed on.
And I did I've done it like 2 jobs with Ruth Kadri. I know I personally sent her messages before she, you know, gave me some jobs, and they are wonderful jobs. How to Be an Unforgettable Woman, and the other one is The Healer, which is not yet out. I just did a job with my ex, with Noel and Jubuibo. Beautiful stories, beautiful actors, and wonderful directors. And I also did a job with, I just came out from Kenoma Village, Oma Nadi's job. Wonderful story too, with great actors and actresses. Likewise, I just finished last week.
Wonderful. You are
Wow.
back.
You're back,
really
back
back.
fully.
Yeah.
I mean,
You see, there's also something I want to, you studied this. This is something that you know. But, you know, the industry as it stands now is, some people have said it is a all for everybody, everybody just comes in and, you know, you have, I mean, for now, you see that thing where maybe for commercial purposes, a skit maker who maybe doesn't really know this thing, but you see them landing lead roles because maybe they want to sell the movie and all of that. And some veterans have said that this has affected the art or the quality of acting, as it were. Or it's now an all-comers game.
Everybody wants to just
Do not just how important should it be that people should train as actors?
Yeah, it's very
before
important.
even going for audition. And I mean, people look at a beautiful face or a handsome guy and say, oh,
and just say, come in.
Yeah, that's what they are looking at now. Nobody knows, nobody cares anyway if the person can act, if the person can deliver. All they know is, okay, as time goes on, the person will, you know, learn. But we that studied it, we know the do's and don'ts of acting. Like, I actually majored in theater administration, you know. So I had lecturers from University of Calabar. We went to Calabar and did some stage productions and all that. So, but mostly, basically now, people just come in and say they want to act. I want to act. And if you have a fine face, if you speak Fune,
you know,
you are good
this
to
thing
go.
gets,
Which
this
is not
gets to
meant
me.
to be.
At all.
You see our movies now, if you can't speak Fune, or if you're not very fair, you're not going anywhere.
You're hitting the nail
Yeah,
on the
but
head.
that's the truth. That's what is happening.
Yeah, we've
That's what is happening.
talking about being light-skinned, and we've also heard, we've had a few other, few female actresses complain about it. You know,
Straight up.
producers going for
That's why
light-skinned
people are
females and then dark-skinned.
bleaching themselves now,
females.
trying to tone, trying to do this, trying to do that.
Yeah,
I
but quickly
know.
talk us through the challenges that you have experienced, you know, in the industry, especially since you got back. Have you been through any sort of pressure?
No,
Especially as a veteran.
no, I'm not.
Okay.
I am called upon, given a script, given a character to play, and I do my job, that's all. But there is no challenge at all, apart from when we started. That we had challenges.
And you feel like those challenges have been corrected now with the new Nollywood?
Now, because now there are no auditions.
Oh.
Then there were auditions. Sometimes you go for an audition, you won't be picked. You know, sometimes if you don't go on time, when you go for an audition and the first 10 or 20 people, the director, the actor, the people that are auditioning, the audition panel, they will just like, by that time, you know, they are just starting, they are not tired.
Yeah.
You know, they would have picked 1 or 2 people they want
That
to use. After casting, they want to fix one or two people inside, not as if the main people,
Main
you know.
characters.
I'm gingered about this.
So-
Thank you so much. Welcome back. We have breakfast for you, but just before we go, let's hear about your plans. 2023, moving
What's
forward.
next?
What's next? Are you planning to produce or something? Or
direct?
Or, you know, many people, that's where they go to now, like, you know, but what are your plans? What should your fans look forward to?
My fans should look forward to more of me coming out because, like I said, I am back. I want to do more jobs. you know, concentrate on jobs first.
Yeah.
You know, producing is not an easy task.
Oh, it's not.
It is not.
It's not.
Because I know I've done that before and it didn't work. I did that in 2013. It didn't yield anything. So I want to take my time, check on one or two things. You know, producing also, you need a whole lot of money. If you want a good script, it has to be money.
Yeah.
If you want good actors, it has to be money. So if there is nothing like that, how many people will you be begging, please come work for me?
Come and support me.
And that's just it.
Thank you so much. She's a very big fan, so she's glad that you're back. And we're looking forward to those movies and looking at you gracing our screens with wonderful performances.
Thank you.
Right.
I
So we
really
have something
like to
for
see
you.
You know, act a mother-in-law role. Really looking forward to that. Let's go to the kitchen.